The all-in absolute Batman storyline and origin presents a new dynamic where the villains are basically on top while good people strive beneath them. In this universe, Bruce Wayne is not a generational billionaire. His father, Thomas Wayne, is not a rich businessman, and Alfred, his loyal butler, is now portrayed as a secret intelligence officer for the British government. Thomas Wayne spearheaded a charity event at the zoo to create awareness for wildlife conservation, and when he was on tour with children at the zoo, there was an armed man that began rampaging at the zoo with no remorse. Thomas Wayne prioritized the children's safety and laid down his own life to ensure the swift escape of the innocent kids, leaving young Bruce to be traumatized and forced to grow up without a father figure. After his father's death, Bruce completely lost himself for a while but later found himself and straightened up his life. He went back to school and got a scholarship to the best university in the state where he studied chemistry, criminal psychology, applied mechanics, military theory, socio-cultural history, everything to prepare him for the journey he was about to take. He then goes to work at the water department, Gotham City Hall, and finally as an engineer, repairing the stairs and streets he would break any time he goes out as the caped crusader. However, it just so happens that there was a group called the Party Animals that would host wild parties while concealing their real identity. They also specialized in collecting masks of people's face across the world after luring them into their boat. When they came to Gotham and began terrorizing the people, it got so bad that no one left their houses because one cannot go out and come in the way they left. It struck fear and concern in the hearts of the people of Gotham as they pointed fingers at Commissioner Gordon for being too complacent with the poor efforts of the GCPD to thwart the criminals that threatens their very lives. While the intense argument continued, Martha Wayne tried to calm the atmosphere but was interrupted by a loud bang as 3 masked men that were armed proceeded into the building and shot Commissioner Gordon. Before they could continue their killing spree, Batman slammed the door shut and warned no one to open it regardless of what they heard. They opened fire upon seeing Batman, but he was unharmed because his cape was bulletproof. He single-handedly took them all down while delivering a brutal beating made them tremble in fear. When more armed party animals came forth, he delivered more devastating hits and blows in the most brutal yet precise way possible to ensure he passes the message and because he enjoys it. When the big guy of the group arrived and threatens to unalived Batman if he didn't leave immediately, Batman brought a staff from his utility belt and attached it to his bat symbol, creating an axe-like weapon. He then sliced off his hand and told him to run while the rest of the group watched and took to their heels after witnessing such brutality. However, Alfred Pennyworth stopped them from escaping and went on a hunt for Batman after he received orders from his superiors to engage him. But it proved to be a silly mistake because Batman disarmed him and fled the scene with his weapon. Still relentless as ever, Alfred Pennyworth still investigated further and found his hideout on top of a building and threatened to close him down. But Batman came out of the shadows with his weapon, and because Alfred underestimated him, he seized the opportunity and temporarily incapacitated him. And before he could put himself back together, Batman had already made away with his bike.